started, I just wanted to say to ignore the background noise of the other people in the code. I couldn't load into my own private code, so I had to go to a different one. But I hope you would like to acknowledge the problems in this video. Enjoy. Lemming, we can talk about the KID situation. I get it's supposed to make Gorilla Tag a better place for everybody. It's supposed to stop people from getting bullied on your game, and it's supposed to make it overall a happy, fun place for everybody to play. That's not the case currently. I was in a lobby a few days ago, and kept getting called the N-word because I wouldn't tag somebody, or somebody couldn't get tagged. And there's a problem with that, because they didn't get a voice warning for anything. Got called the F-slur for trying to support your pride stuff. I was wearing it at the mirror, and kept getting called the F-slur. Yet, I feel like if you're gonna use KID to constantly listen to somebody being racist or anything, and you see with that kid saying that Banshee's gay and that his parents or nobody loves him, even if it's fake, it doesn't matter. He's probably saying it to millions of other players on your game. Now, if you're gonna have KID constantly listen to somebody, if they're being racist, homophobic, anything like that, at least let it detect background of the conversation. At least have people look into it first, instead of giving them a warning. Because my good friend here, was they play on Steam and their cord has issues of them disconnecting. When they disconnected, they stayed still, and that made their gorilla just freeze. They were frozen in place. Some kid tagged them and had went up to them and started doing a gesture like that. Not good, right? Especially without consent. Now I tried to tell him that and used that word, and I used that certain word to describe what they were doing, and it's not good to do to anybody, which that's where the background that KID has to detect comes in, because I got a warning for that. Yet this kid didn't freeze or get a warning for calling me the N-word or the F-slur. Now I have everybody in this lobby muted so I can make this video with my friend in here, and they're saying that there's some kid throwing the word gay and the F-slur around like nothing. Like it's a prayer. Alright? That's where your staff team needs to come in. Your staff team needs to be constantly, like with KID and everything, to be constantly in private codes, public codes, anything. If you truly want your game to be a better place, work on it. Have you and your staff team, or drop the KID thing as a whole. Find something new that will be able to detect background to things, look into stuff instead of just giving warnings or banning people for no reason. One thing I want you to see with you and your staff team not doing a great job with your game right now, I want to see you have AI fix millions of racist, homophobic, rude, toxic, transphobic, sexist little kids on this game. Not just little kids, everybody on this game. Adults to little kids. Adults saying that they're going to sex harass kids on this game. Look at your kid. Let's take a look at your code of conduct board. What my friend just told me is a few days ago with that I just said. A few years ago, actually, this guy told this little kid that he was going to him if he didn't go into treehouse. This grown man told this little kid he was going to, and his whole family. Nobody reported him. People laughed. He said that to that little kid, made him cry, did not get banned for anything. That's where your moderation team comes in. Your moderation team is not the greatest whatsoever. Now let's take a look at your code of conduct board. Let's see. Do not harass other players or intentionally make them uncomfortable. No racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, or other bigotry, anything. Now let's take a look at this real quick. Now that we have bigotry, whatever, okay, now that we got all this cleared up, right? Let's take a look at the no cheats or mods. You and your moderation team genuinely do not care about cheaters. For one, you ban the people who use mods for fun. In casuals, it doesn't really matter. You're not using them to your advantage. But in infection, people will mod teleport around, tag gun in Publix. They won't get banned, right? But the second somebody uses them for jokes and stuff in casual codes, they get banned. But some YouTuber that makes you money for your game gets a mod in public codes. they don't get banned or in trouble for anything. If they get banned, they don't have to submit a ban appeal. You know them. You can unban them easily. You and your whole team have access to PlayFab. There's absolutely no other excuses to why they get unbanned so fast. Isn't that funny? The staff isn't checking what they've done. The staff isn't moderating the game. They're not moderating codes, publics, privates. Doesn't matter. The one place I have to let you know to go is into ghost codes. That is in codes like 0, TR33, warning bot. Go type in 3 1s. Tell your staff to go to the codes 3 1s, 3 2s, 3 3s, 3 4s, all the way down to 3 9s. I guarantee you will find any cheaters using the game to their advantage, using mods to their advantage, racist, homophobic, transphobic, any kids that are like that, any grown men, any people who are being weird or intentionally making somebody uncomfortable. So you'll find them and you'll have a reason to ban them. But if they're a YouTuber making your money, what does money matter into this? If you're making a game, make it for fun. Don't make it for money. You're trying to make your game a better place, but if somebody makes you money by cheating, using stuff to their advantage, it doesn't matter to you, does it? What's with that, Lemming? I know that KID is still in its beta for Gorilla Tag. Not a problem with that. But if you're going to keep it in the stage that it is now, as the pretty terrible beta that it is, have your staff team genuinely go into publics and privates and moderate the game. That's what their job is. They're called moderators. They have their powers for a reason. They have access to PlayFab and stuff for a reason. One thing that you guys need to do is seriously have face-to-face conversations or anything with them and have the actual stuff to make sure that if they genuinely say in their mod appeal that they're a good person trying to change the game and make it better, genuinely have face-to-face anything with them, because I can tell you right now, more than half of your moderators will abuse their powers, and they do. Trust me, I've seen it. I've watched it. Just make sure that your mods are doing the job. If your mods aren't doing their jobs, go into your game and do a job for them. What are you doing in your free time? Yeah, you might be developing, helping with stuff, you might be busy. But when you're not busy, what are you doing? Get relaxing, get on your game, and go mod. Go watch. Make sure your game is actually being a good place. Go undercover and watch the bad that's in your game. Another thing, the Pride update. If you want to support the LGBTQ plus community, do what you want. Genuinely, it's fine. I myself support it, of course. I have no problems with anybody. You do you. I will do my own thing. You will do your own thing, right? Yet, when you release updates like this is when you seriously have to send your mods to watch your game. The reason I say you have to send more mods during updates like these is because kids on your game. People these days, they don't support anything of natures like this or any kind, right? That's why you seriously need to go out yourself, have your mods go out into codes, into publics and privates, and watch your game if you want it to grow popularity and still be safe. There are gay people in this game, right? There's so many, and yet people might say, I don't care if they're gay, they shouldn't be. That it doesn't matter what they are. It's your opinion. You can do you. They can do what they want to. People shouldn't feel uncomfortable playing your game because kids can't control themselves or actually be happy for somebody and support somebody in their choices. It's teenagers, adults, anybody on this game. Me and my friend just the other day were messing around with the Pride cosmetics that you made and released. And I had a jokingly fit on like this to sit at the mirror, and me and my friends are just messing around. And some kid comes up to us and, starts talking about, that's bad. That's against the Bible. I believe in the Lord, yes. I'm not any of this. I support it. You can support it, yet not be a part of it. It's as simple as that. You can support it, but not be part of it yourself. Me, myself, I was joking around with them. And me and my friends got called slurs. And this was just a few days ago, which was whenever KID released, right? In your game. So, we got called the F slur, constantly got bullied and yelled at, got for doing this and just messing around. That's the problem with your game. That's another problem. So come on. My friend here. My friend here is a girl, yes. And she has a deeper voice than a lot of other girls on your game, which there's millions of people that play your game. There's so many, right? She has a deeper voice than most of them. Some of them have deep voices, yes. And when she tries to say that she's a girl, she's constantly called a tranny, the F slur, bullied, said, oh, weren't you told once that somebody was gonna you, because you said that you were a girl after they thought you were a guy? Yeah, she was told that she was gonna be, because she was a girl, with your code of conduct board saying don't make people intentionally uncomfortable or anything like that. That's exactly what's been happening to my friend since they started the game. Because of her voice, because she's a girl, for once. No, and your code of conduct says don't make people intentionally uncomfortable, no sexism, anything like that. Yet, she's still bullied. She's constantly told to go to the kitchen, go back washing dishes, whatever, go make a sandwich, anything. And that's, just people these days. I get it. There's no way to stop it, but if you want to make your game a better place, try. Have your mods actually go out to publics and privates and listen. I've said that so many times. Please, if you genuinely want to make your game a better place, have your mods do their job, what they're supposed to do. Now, even if this video doesn't reach Lemming or his mods or anything, somebody had to say something. Everybody was talking about KID and how it wasn't going to be good, which it's really not the best whatsoever at all. Yet somebody had to say something about your game because you, yourself, and your mods won't do anything about it to actually make it a better place or a better game. So even if this doesn't reach you, somebody had to say it. Hopefully this enlightens your mind about your game's problem. And hopefully it warrants parents as well if they're worried about their kid getting bullied constantly, if their kid's been bullied and they don't want that to happen to them anymore. Hopefully this is a problem for you to fix. Starting even whether it's cyberbullying in real life, anything. Any bullying as a child, which is what most of your people on your game are, there's 9-year-olds. We met, the youngest we met is a 6-year-old. There's 6-year-olds on this, probably younger, on this game who are constantly being bullied. And getting bullied at a young age like that can seriously cause problems in the future. Only thing that's wrong with your moderation is they're not checking private codes. I know I've said it, to check publics and privates. Your moderation needs to constantly be checking both. And I don't only say that because I've been, mad with your staff about not doing their job. It's that me and my friends had to stand up for some little kid who got told to kill himself for no reason, by the way. These teenagers who know better than to say that to people told this little kid to kill himself. And me and my friend had to step in and say something, clearly, because your moderation can't do anything by themselves. Me and my friend had to stand up for him, and we got called. And my friend joined and stood up for that kid who was told to himself. We both got called for that, right? Not that bad. It was way worse for the kid. He was told to right? But it's still not okay whatsoever for these almost grown people to be telling little kids to for what reason? No reason whatsoever. Our friend group, being 5 people, would probably be better moderation for almost your whole game than your current staff team. Maybe. I say maybe because some of your staff team actually does their job well. They don't keep people who make you money here. They actually do their job like they're supposed to, right? And my friend group of 5 people would probably be better than most of your staff, because we've stuck up. We've gotten, for little kids, for other people as well, we've gotten hate for it. That doesn't matter. Yet we actually know what bullying and stuff can do to somebody, which we try to stop it in any way, shape, or form. We try to stop that because we know what it can do to somebody. Train your staff team to be better at their job that you pay them for. They're getting paid to do pretty much nothing in your game. Yet they tell you, they come back with these reports probably about people that about the people that they've caught doing these. Over like 2,000 people get banned every day, probably more, for doing absolutely nothing. Some, yes, done stuff. Others haven't. Nobody else is gonna step up or speak about your game not being in a great state whatsoever, which you might know that it's not, and you're trying to make it better, but you're really not. You're making it worse. You want it to gain population, but you're making it way worse. You're letting little kids get bullied. You're letting people be harassed, get uncomfortable for being different, for thinking different. People on this game get banned for using soundboards. You're not hurting anybody. You're not calling anybody anything. You're not using them to your advantage in infection. Yet people on this game get banned for using soundboards. Yet people legit modding and teleporting around everywhere to tag people in Publix and competitive. Don't get banned for what? For anything. They don't get banned for anything. People that make you money don't get banned for anything. Since nobody else is going to talk about it, I wanted to say something else about it. If this doesn't reach Lemming, hopefully it at least reaches the staff. If this reaches more people that'll say something, then say something. Get it out. Get it out to Lemming. Make sure he sees it. Or try to make sure he sees it. Or his staff or anything. Please, say something about it. If we're trying to help Lemming, the state that his game is in. Make a video about it. Say something. Help Lemming make his game better. Grow popularity. That's what he wants, but he's not going down the right path for it. Say something.